Hello, everyone. Namaste. Thank you so much for all those of you who are here live with me, ready to practice some yoga and meditation. This is my very first YouTube live streaming, so just bear with me. I am usually not as distracted with my phone as I may be seeming right now. I'm really appreciative of all the friends that are texting me right now and telling me if they can see me fine, if they're able to hear me right, and they're just letting me know how things are going so they can help me. And I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. We are going through some interesting, challenging times, and it requires for us to contemplate and see where we are, take stock of things, and see how we can emerge out of this as better human beings, not just a better friend, a better community member, a better family member, but also how can we come out of all of this a better version of myself, trying to tap into my true self. How can I work spiritually? How can I travel further onto my spiritual path and learn from these challenging times and grow from these, grow as I go through these challenging times. So today's practice will be based on trying to tap into the true self, the heart of the heart, and we all are trying to, since we have a little bit more time on our hands, as most of us are stayed at home, staying inside. We are trying to clean the closets, we're trying to clean the kitchen and the cabinets and the junk drawers and all of that, which is great, which is wonderful, much needed, I would say, personally, from my experience. Uh, we also need to clean the heart. We also need to work on ourselves. This is the time where we can take this opportunity to work on the self and clean the heart. Take stock of how we are, where we are, spiritually and emotionally, mentally and physically, and what can we do to clean the self. So let's get started. We'll start with a brief initiating meditation, do a little bit of breath work, and then jump into our physical practice. When you're ready, sit in any comfortable position that you like. Before we get started with the practice, I'd like to remind you that since I am not able to see you, please know your practice is your responsibility. What feels right, only do that. Anything that does not feel right, anything that feels out of the ordinary, the body does not is not happy about that, please know you are always welcome to come out of that posture whenever it doesn't seem right, whenever it doesn't feel right. Your breath is your guide. So anytime you're not able to breathe enough and you're not able to take a big, long, deep inhalation, then that's a moment where we need to take a step back and maybe dial back a little bit in our postures. So this is your practice. This is your responsibility. Please be mindful. Please be wise, and listen to your body throughout the practice. If there are any medical conditions, please be mindful and listen to your body, and know that you need to have an okay from your doctor before you go and practice any sort of this physical practice, this asana practice, or any other yoga practice. Let's get started. We start with the meditation, and we start by resting the right hand on the heart, and then rest the left hand on top of the right. Sit in any comfortable position that you like. As you can see, I'm sitting cross-legged, almost like a half lotus. So you can do that. You can sit on a blanket. You can sit on a block. Anything that elevates the hips higher than the knees would be more comfortable for the body. Gently straighten the spine, lengthen the spine. Hands stay on the heart. Shoulders and elbows are relaxed. Legs or hips are heavy. Spine is tall. Eyes are softly closed and chin slightly pulled in towards the neck. Visualize the legs and the hips become heavy, pulling down towards the ground, and the crown of the head growing up towards the ceiling, creating length in your spine. And start to breathe into this space where your hands are resting on your heart center. Start to find your breath, start to connect with your breath. Deep, slow, long inhalations into the heart. And as you exhale, slowly, gently, mindfully releasing the breath out from the body. Inhale, fill yourself up. Exhale, gently release, breathe it all out, taking all the time that you need to go through your breath work here. Inhale deep into the heart center. And exhale, release. All the heaviness, all the tiredness of the day. You've had a busy day running around, working, taking care of children, making sure that assignments are completed on time, and just juggling so many balls in the air right now, juggling so many things. Kids at home, trying to become comfortable with this new routine. The mind feels a bit flustered, agitated. Allow all of that to start to leave the body with each exhalation. Inhale as if you are here on your mat, present to recharge your batteries, to energize the self. And each exhalation, your way of releasing all the tiredness of the day, all the heaviness of the day. Inhale, feeling expansion in the heart. Exhale, soft surrender through the shoulders, through the arms. And really bringing yourself to your mat, not just the body. Also bring to the mat your mind. Bring back your thoughts to the body, to the mind. Bring back your emotions to the body, to the mind, to the heart. Bring your whole self to the mat today. Really be present here, and your breath will help you be present on your mat today. Now, gently release the chin towards the chest, a gesture of gratitude. What mudra we are holding today in our hands is called Hriday Mudra. Hriday means the heart. We are channeling the heart. We are energizing, activate the spiritual heart today, going deeper than the level of the physical heart. This is the gesture of the spiritual heart, the seat of the self, the heart of the heart. Tap into that space. This is the place where the true self resides. This is the place where that spark of divinity given to each and every one of us lives and thrives. As we tap into the spiritual heart today, let us set a theme for the practice, and the theme is to seek divine refuge. Divine may look different for all of us. For a Hindu, an Atma. For a Muslim, the Ruh. For Christians, the spirit, the soul. The name may vary, the essence remain the same. Your truest, most authentic self. We are connecting, we are tapping into that divine today. Our truest, most authentic self. And today we seek refuge from this divine. And if you like, ask for the refuge from the higher self, from God, from Jesus, from Allah, from Buddha. Whoever you believe in, the universe, the guiding force, anything, Mother Earth, whatever your belief system is, tap into that and ask for guidance from that. We will together affirm today, as I open to grace in challenging times, I receive the full support of the divine. Again, inhale, prepare yourself up. As I open to grace in challenging times, I receive the full support of the divine. One more time, deep breath, observing, noticing all that is happening around us. And then once again, affirming, as I open to grace in these challenging times, I receive the full support of the divine. With full belief, strong, complete faith, affirm these again to yourself. As I open myself up to these challenging times, I receive the full support of the divine. Softly open your eyes, release your hands down to your knees. Now, we'll quickly switch legs here. So, whichever leg was in front of it, bring it inside and bring the inner leg out. Switching the position here. If you're sitting in half lotus, again, switch your legs from one side to the other. Palms are resting on the knees, palms are facing upward. Shoulders and elbows are relaxed. Elbows can stay slightly bent here, just so we don't do this. We don't lift the shoulders up towards the ceiling. Rather, we keep the shoulders down and the sides of the neck are long and tall. When you're ready, inhale and really spread your fingers out wide. I'm going to show it towards the front so you see what I'm trying to do. Really spread my fingers out wide, and you're doing this with your hands on your knees. As you exhale, bring the thumbs in and wrap the fingers around your thumbs, making a tight fist with both hands. One on the left side, one on the right side. Inhale, open the fingers out wide, really big hands. Spreading the fingers out wide. And as you exhale, thumbs in, fingers wrapped around your thumbs. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, tight fist. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, tight fist. And start to match the movement with your breath. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. Inhale, we open ourselves up to receiving. Exhale, as we make a tight fist, we tap into the strength that is inherent to each and every one of us. Inhale, expansion, I open myself up to releasing. Exhale, I release, I surrender, I let go. Inhale, I open myself up to receiving. Exhale, I release, I let go, which that no longer serves me any good. Inhale, expansion, I receive. Exhale, surrender, I let go. 3 more breaths, just like that. Eyes can stay open or closed, whatever feels right to you. Inhale, expansion, wide, big hands. Exhale, tight fist. Feel that strength in your hands and feel that strength travel into your arms, into your body, into each and every cell of your being. And here, exhale, release, let go. Hands can stay wherever they are comfortable. I like to rest my hands, palms down on my knees. Drop the chin to the chest and start to make big circles with the head. One clockwise and one anti-clockwise. Now here, if full circles are not accessible with your neck, then you can just make half a circle from one side of the shoulder to the other side. Just make half a circle, one clockwise, left to right, and right to left. There's going to be no clockwise and anti-clockwise if you're making half circles. And if your neck is allowing, maybe after doing a few of these, you are able to explore and are able to make full circles with the neck, then go ahead and do that too. The spine stays straight, shoulders relaxed away from the ears, and just big circles with the neck. Noticing any tightness, any tension in the neck, in the head, upper shoulders, just melting away, slowly going away, releasing, moving away from the body. Big circles, slow and steady. And bringing the head to a neutral position. Now we switch legs again. We want to make sure we balance the left and the right. So in between, as we continue to do these standing postures, we'll keep switching our legs. Hands now go palms down onto the knees, and we start to make circles from our waists. So big circles with the upper body. Push back. Now, the more you push back and maybe hold that for a second, you will immediately notice the core muscles getting activated and engaged right away. So do that. Exhale, complete surrender expansion through the lower back. And exhale, going back, activating, slowly starting to warm up the back and the core. So you can do a couple of clockwise and a couple of them anti-clockwise. It's totally up to you. We are trying to do about 5 of these in each direction. So you can do 5 clockwise and 5 anti-clockwise, or 1 clockwise and 1 anti-clockwise 10 times. Whatever feels good. Your goal is to, with each repetition, explore the range of motion here. With each time, maybe coming closer toward one knee, sweeping the ground, maybe with the tip of your nose to the other side, and leaning back. Breath is really important. Inhaling up and exhaling, release. Throughout your practice, your breath is going to be your guide. Inhaling, lifting up, and exhaling, release, coming down towards the ground. Slow and steady. Notice now the heaviness and the sensitivity from the lower back starting to melt away, release and go away. Coming to a neutral spine here. If you have 1 or 2 left over, then you can go ahead and continue to do that, finishing about 10 of these. Once again, one last time, I promise, switch your legs again, bringing the left on top or the other one, whichever you are doing. Right hand on the left knee. We will pause, use the breath, inhale, lengthen through the spine. Left arm, wrap it around your back or rest it behind you. And inhale, prepare. Exhale, twist, look over your left shoulder. Going into this mild twist here, again, working on releasing any tightness from the lower back. Although knowing that the twist is not happening from the lower back, the twist is happening from the middle and the upper back. So try not to squeeze the lower back so much, rather focusing on the chest, neck, and the head, twisting through the middle and the upper back. Exhale, release, let go, switch sides. Left hand on the right knee. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, look over the right shoulder. The right arm can be wrapped around your back, or it can stay on the ground. Really, whichever is accessible to you, you do that. The head is not tilting lower. The head is not lifting too high. Just straight. The gaze is straight. The chin is parallel to the ground. Just deep breaths here. And exhale, release, let go. We'll do this one more time. Since the body is slowly starting to open up and warm up, you will notice that you're able to go just a little bit deeper. Please know, throughout the practice, you are never holding your breath unless I specifically say, which would be very rare throughout the practices. So again, right hand on the left knee. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Keep breathing as you go into your twist. Hips and knees are heavy, pressing down towards the mat. Spine is nice and long, and the twist is originating from your lower back, but expanding into your middle and upper back. Exhale, release, switch sides. Left hand on the right knee. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist, look over the right shoulder. Right arm wrapped around your back or resting on the mat behind you, your choice. And exhale, release, let go. When you're ready, release the legs out towards the front, and you will sit somewhere in the middle of your mat. If you are practicing on a hardwood floor, then I would invite you to grab a blanket and or some type of a shrug or a throw, and rest it on the upper half of your mat. Just because if you are going to do it on the hardwood floor, then some of us, those who are a little bit more leaner, then the spine may feel as we go back digging into the hardwood floor. So make sure that the spine is well protected, has enough cushion behind you. So you do that. Legs are straight on the mat. Belly is pulled in, shoulders and elbows are relaxed. Now imagine there is a wall exactly in front of your heels, and you're just pressing that wall away with your heels. Toes are pointing straight up towards the ceiling. Press that wall away with your heels. Belly is engaged, slightly pulled in towards the spine. Chest is slightly puffing up towards the front. Shoulders and elbows are relaxed. Hands are gently resting on the thighs. And once you press onto that imaginary wall with your heels, you may experience a little bit of trembling in your quads and your thighs. Breathe into that. Hold on. Let the strength build up. Find your breath. Eyes can stay closed. Steady gaze on your big toes. So you can choose between the two. Two more deep breaths here. With the next exhalation, bend your knees so that the feet are on the mat and the knees are closer towards the mat. Resting your hands on the shins, we are going to do something really fun. Those of you who practice with me regularly know I do this almost in every class, and this is a wonderful way to not only engage uh, the whole body, all the big muscle groups in the body, but also invite some joy in your practice. Sometimes we take yoga practice way too seriously. So this invites a little bit of laughter, a little bit of lightness and joy, joyous qualities to your practice as well. So keeping the knees bent, hands on the shins. If hands on the shins are not possible, you can also hold the back of your thighs with your hands. So your choice. Take a deep breath in, lengthen through the spine. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, go back. Roll back and lift up, sit up. Exhale, go back. Inhale, lift up, sit up. Keep doing that. And this practice might take you back to your childhood days. We would do all of these crazy, funny I don't want to say childish, but more childlike. So as you exhale, go back, inhale, lift up, sit up. When you come up, pause to make sure feet plant on the mat and you straighten the spine. So we don't want to create this. We don't want to create a hunch in the middle back. We want to create nice long spine. Exhale, go back. Inhale, lift up. Keep at it here. Don't stop yourself from laughing or smiling. So if smile is coming to your face or you want to laugh at it, then go ahead and laugh and smile. Notice how the whole spine is being massaged here. Keep at it, keep doing, keep rolling back. Make sure the back of the head gently rests on the mat or the blanket that you have put, and you come up resting the feet firmly on the mat. Keep at it here, noticing how all the muscles, all the nerves that support the spine are being nourished here, opening up and bringing that light quality to your practice. You think this is super easy and this isn't challenging enough for you, so let's kick it up a notch. We'll start by rolling back and inhale, lift all the way up to standing. So you see, we lift up without the use of the hands. Exhale, sit back, roll back, lift up, free your hands, and all the way up to standing. Exhale, go back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, go back. Inhale, lift up. With each repetition, opening up the spine a little bit more, maybe taking the legs a little bit higher over the head and reaching all the way up. Do this 3 more times where I visualize you doing this. I can't see you. Usually in my classes, I'm able to see people and give them a few pointers. For some of us, it is easier to lift up when the feet are wide. For others, it is easy to lift up when the feet are crossed, and then they are able to lift up, uncross the legs, and lay back down. So find that place that is working for you. Wide legs, legs closer to each other, or even crossing the legs before you lift up to standing. And if this entices you, if this intrigues you, maybe we can create a YouTube video just on that and exploring and finding different ways to do that. All right, I lost track of my thoughts. Let's all come to the top of the mat. Please remove the blanket from your mat. Keep it aside. Or if you have any other cushion that you're using, keep that aside. Coming to the top of your mat, feet are as wide as your hips are. Inhale, lift the arms up, reach up. Hold the right wrist with the left hand. So I'm going to do it towards the front so it's easier for you to see. Holding the right wrist with the left hand. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine, with the spine up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, hips to the right, lean to the left side with the upper body. Inhale up, switch sides, holding the left wrist with the right hand. Inhale, lengthen, hips to the left, upper body to the right. Inhale up, switch again. Exhale, left. Inhale up, exhale, right. Inhale up. This time, we will do the same thing, but only hold it for a little bit longer. So hold on to the wrist. Inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, lean. Keep breathing here. Deep breaths. Now, notice the lower shoulder. It might be going back a little bit, and this way, body kind of cheats a little bit. So bring that inner shoulder out a little bit, lower shoulder out a little bit. Keep using that left hand to pull the right arm away from the shoulder slight bit. Deep breaths. One more breath. Inhale up and switch sides again. Relax the shoulders, wiggle your arms just to kind of reset the body. Holding the left wrist with the right hand. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, lean. Again, focus on the lower shoulder. So if you're noticing it's going back, bring it out a little bit, and then with your right hand, pull onto that left arm gently. You be the judge as to how much pressure feels right for your body. Keep holding it. 3, 2 more breaths. 1 more deep breath. Inhale up and exhale, release, let go. Roll the shoulders, just relax the arms. You might feel a little bit of coldness in your hands, and that's absolutely all right. Again, inhale up, reach up. Pause here. Exhale, slide back, bend. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. First forward fold, standing forward fold of the practice. Take all the time you need here to allow the upper body to come closer towards the legs. Shift the weight from the heels into a little bit towards the toes as well. We tend to put all the weight into the heels, and that way we lean back more. So just a little bit, and continue to pull the chest towards the thighs. Deep breaths here. Let the head and the neck become heavy, pulling down towards the mat. Inhale, open your arms out like your wings. Open the chest, open the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, slide back, bend. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down towards the mat. Hands closer. Hands can be onto your shins. Tips can touch the tip of the fingers can touch the ground. The palms can come on the mat. And if this is still not challenging, you can try and bring the hands next to your feet or wrap your arms around your legs, using that grip to bring the upper body closer towards the leg. So you can make it as easy as you like or as challenging as you like. The focus is on releasing the head, making the head and the neck heavy. Deep breaths. Inhale, swan dive, lift up all the way up, reach up. Exhale, go back. Inhale up and exhale, fold forward all the way down. Here, we bend the knees generously, lower the hips down, firmly grounding through the feet. Keep the hips and the thighs where they are and start to lift the chest away from the ground, straightening the arms out towards the front. Sink lower with the hips, lift higher with the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, go back. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Bend the knees generously. Drop the hips down. Lift the chest up. Straighten the arms. Notice how the thighs are making an angle. Our goal is eventually to be able to sink lower so that the thighs are parallel to the ground and you're lifting up with the upper body. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale up. Exhale, go back. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, fold forward all the way down. Bend your knees generously. Don't worry, I won't do one more of that. Bending your knees, send the right leg as far back as possible. Now, Planting the hands on the mat or staying on the fingertips, depending upon where your practice is, drop the right knee down to the mat. Again, if you're doing this on a hardwood floor, then you can grab your blanket and slide the blanket under the right knee. I'm doing this on a carpet with a thick mat, so I'm okay. Now, right knee is as far away from the hips as possible. Left foot is either ahead of the left knee or on top or right under the left knee. So I'm making my left lower leg perpendicular to the ground and trying to lengthen through the right leg by sending the right knee as far away from the body as possible, going to Ashwasanchalanasana or the lunge here. You can stay down on the mat with your fingertips. If that's where you are, your right toes can stay curled under. Focus is on the hips here. So you will notice that in cheating here, the hips want to go press back here. Our goal is to press the hips forward. The more we press the hips forward, the deeper it is a stretch for the front of the right thigh and the back of the left thigh. Keep breathing into it. Chest is straight. Maybe the hands can help the hips to open up a little bit more. Deep breaths into the chest. Rest the hands to the mat. Curl your shoulders, lift the right knee up, and then send the left foot back next to the right, going into Phalakasana or the plank posture here. My goal is to press the heels as far away from the body as possible. Pull the hips down, but belly in towards the spine. Rounding the shoulders as I press the earth away with my hands, really engaging the body, and you can almost hear the trembling in my voice too as I try to hold the plank and try to speak too. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, drop the knees down to the mat. Pause here. Rock the hips on top of the knees and hands under the shoulders. Here, knees become as wide as the hips are. So about, I want to say 6 inches between the knees is a good option. Again, keeping the arms engaged, pressing the earth away with the hands. Arms are really long, so we're not dumping into this, You see how my shoulders are sticking up right now? This is not what we're trying to do. Engaging the upper body nice and tall. As you inhale, press the chest forward, looking up. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, chest up. Lift the head up, open the throat up. Exhale, rounding the spine. Pull the belly in towards the spine and chin towards the chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Do this 3 more times at your own pace. Inhale, chest forward, belly is still pulled in, and exhale, rounding the spine. Keep at it here. When you're ready, bring the spine to a neutral position. If you're really breathing mindfully and slowly, take this time to finish the third one as well. Gaze towards the upper edge of the mat. When you're ready, send the right foot back. My toes are still on the mat. My toes are curled under. Right leg is straight. Now, keeping the gaze in front, neck is nice and long. Release the left arm out in line with the left ear. For some of us, this is plenty. It is engaging the core, strengthening the leg muscles, and really bringing strength to the upper body. For those of us who are not feeling anything much here, then you can lift the right leg up in line with the the hip, and the left arm in line with your ear. 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale, release, let go. 1 resting breath. Let's do it on the other side. So send the left leg back now. Toes are curled under, toes are on the mat. If you like, again, as I said, you can lift it up, but lift it up once you have released the right arm out, because now you will be a better judge as to see if you're ready to lift the left foot off the mat or you're not ready. Inhale up. If you like, If this is what your body is asking for today, 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale, release, let go. Pausing here, take one resting breath. Once again, send the right leg back and release the left arm out. I would invite you to repeat what we just did the last time. For those of us who would like to go one step further and would challenge the practice a little bit more, come along with me. Others, you can just keep holding, keep breathing, and know you can come out of it whenever you're ready to come out. Send the right leg back, release the left arm out. Now bend the left knee and bring the left foot closer to, right knee, closer toward the right hip. With your left hand, reach for the left foot. Again, if you're able to do this, great. If not, come down, take some rest, reset the body. If you're able to hold on to this, kick onto that leg, lifting the knee higher up, opening the chest, gaze stays steady towards the front. Keep kicking the right leg back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale, release, let go. One resting breath, reset the body. Let's do that on the left side. Again, choose what you want to do. Leg stays on the mat, leg lifts up, right arm comes out. Or going into the back bend here, reaching for the left foot with the right hand. Firmly pressing into the left hand. Kick the right leg up, opening the chest. Keep kicking that left foot away from the body so that the chest continues to lift up. Holding the left foot with the right hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale, release. One resting breath again. Let's pause here. You can curl the toes under, press the hips back to the heels. Now, flip the back of the hand onto the mat, fingers pointing towards the knees. I will repeat that. Back of the hand on the mat, fingers pointing towards the knees. So you feel the whole of the back of your hand resting on the mat, all the way down to the wrist. So press that all the way down and spread your fingers out wide. For some of us, it is possible to straighten the arms. Others would only be able to do that with the elbow bend. It does not matter. Your body is still benefiting from the posture. So do what feels right to you. And notice this stretch travel into your thumb, your palm, your fingers, travel all the way up to your arm, shoulder, and maybe the neck too. Depending upon where you're stiff, wherever you're holding your tension, that's where you'll feel the stretch. Now release the left hand. Now the palm is going to go onto the mat, fingers still pointing towards the knees. Press the palm all the way down to the wrist into the mat. Fingers are spread out. The more you lean back, the deeper it is the stretch for your body. So you be the judge how much pressure you would want to put. For some of us, we can only do this with the hips off the heels, and that's okay too. Exhale, release. Let's switch sides. So this time resting the back of the right hand, fingers pointing towards the knees, all the way down to the wrist. Press that down. Left hand can be on the mat for your support. And the more you press the hips back to the heels, the deeper the stretch becomes. If you feel that it is still you're not feeling any stretch, then you can rest the top of the feet onto the mat and lean back. So you can always go one step further. Notice, don't let the wrist peel off from the mat. Keep pressing the wrist down. Exhale, release. This time, the palm goes onto the mat, fingers pointing towards the knees. Deep breaths. You can be on the top of your feet, toes can stay curled under, or you can be onto your knees as well. You decide what feels good to you. 3, 2, and exhale. Toes are curled under, hands on the mat. Walk your hands towards the front, slightly bit ahead of your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, traveling up into Adho Mukha Svanasana, the downward facing dog, Lifting the hips higher up, bringing the chest closer towards the thighs. Feet as wide as your hips are, hands as wide as your shoulders are. Now visualize as if someone's separating your shoulder blades away from each other, sending your upper arms away from each other. Ears in line with the upper arms, fingers are spread out wide, actively pressing into the mat. Belly is slightly sucked in, chest is pulling down towards the thighs. Heels may or may not be touching the ground, and that's absolutely all right. Deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths. Gaze forward, bend your knees, and when you're ready, bring the right foot forward between your hands. Going into Ashwasanchalan, the lunge onto the right side. So drop the left knee down to the mat now. Again, if you need a blanket for under your left knee, this is a moment, that moment where you would slide the blanket under your left knee. Left knee as far away from the hips as possible. Right foot under the right knee, so perpendicular to the ground. Lower leg is perpendicular to the ground. Hips are pressing forward. You can continue to stay onto your hands if you have a couple of blocks. And then I know not all of us may have blocks with us, but if you do, then you can use your hands, rest your hands onto your blocks and use them. So now lift up with the upper body, hands on the waist, and gently press the hips forward. Chest is facing forward. Deep breaths. Notice this time the front of the left thigh and the back of the right thigh stretching and opening up. So for those of us who have tight lower back, tight hips, and this is the place where we hold our tension, stock stuff up, then you might really feel this posture. So dial it back a little bit if need be. Do not punish yourself. We would want you to come down from the stairs tomorrow morning while you're still able to breathe. You might not feel this today, but you will feel this tomorrow morning. Rest your hands down onto the mat, lift the left knee up. And when you're ready, bring the left foot forward into the forward fold. All the way down towards the mat. Inhale, lift up, reach up, expansion. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more time, inhale, expand, lift up, reach up. Holding the hands together. Here, bending the knees slightly, send the right foot back. Toes are pointing slightly towards the front. Chest is forward. Arms are lifting straight up. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, start to bend the left knee so that the left knee comes on top of the left ankle. If you think, I'm not feeling any posture, I'm not feeling the posture in my legs, what am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong. What you can do is widen your stance and sink lower with the left thigh. Again, same sort of intention of bringing the left thigh closer and parallel to the ground. But continue to press the outer edge of the back foot into the mat. Hips are pointing forward, arms are reaching up. If holding the hands together is not possible, arms can stay parallel as well, wider than the shoulders as well, your choice. Keep focusing on pulling the belly in towards the spine, sinking lower with the body, with the upper body. And just deep breaths here. Virabhadrasana, this is the warrior posture, instills confidence and courage, allows us to go outside of our comfort zone here. And you are going outside your comfort zone as you're trying to breathe through this posture. Not an easy posture to practice. Breath, breath, breath. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release the hands down. Hands go onto the waist, bending the knees. Right foot forward towards the front. Stepping with the left foot back this time. Now, some of us ask, how far should the left foot be? It really matters. It really doesn't matter. Books say 3.5, 4 feet, maybe more, maybe less. It varies from book to book. The distance is wherever you feel that you are able to take a wide stance without feeling wobbly. So you have wide stance and you feel balanced, you feel stable. That's the right distance for you. Right toes 90 degree, back foot 45 degree. Hips are facing forward. Bend the right knee on top of the ankle. Inhale, arms up, reach up. In prayer, parallel to each other, or out wide, wider than the shoulder, your choice. Sinking lower as you exhale, pressing the outer edge of the back foot into the mat, widening the stance if need be, and this is person to person, you decide what feels good. Again, focus on strength, focus on courage, focus on going outside your comfort zone. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release the hands. Hands to the waist, bending the knees. Bring the left foot forward again. So when you're ready, once again, inhale, lift the arms up, reach up. And exhale, fold forward all the way down. Relax the head and the neck. Last forward fold of the practice. So here, I want you to really surrender completely into the practice. And I invite you to notice the difference between the first forward fold and this one. Do you feel any ease in your practice, in your forward fold right now? Do you feel that the back of the legs have opened up? Do you feel like the spine has lengthened and you're maybe able to touch the tips of your fingers onto the mat? Or maybe you're able to slide your hands lower onto your shins? Wherever you are, I invite you to notice the subtle changes in the body. Head and neck heavy, pulling down towards the mat. Feel free to hold whichever position you like with your arms. You can even hold the opposite elbows and use the weight of the arms to help the upper body come closer towards the mat. Legs are straight, the back of the legs are stretching and opening up. 3, 2, and inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, slide back, bend. Inhale up, and exhale, release, let go. Now here, we widen our feet as wide as the mat is. I will go sideways so you're able to see better. My feet are wider than my hips are. The toes are turned at a 45-degree angle to either side. The hands can stay on the waist, or you can even have your hands in prayer position here so that the work is done by the core, and we're not using our arms as our crutches here. So whichever feels right. Shoulders and elbows are relaxed. Take a deep breath in, going into the Vinyasa or the goddess posture. Inhale, prepare yourself up, fill yourself up. And as you breathe out, slowly start to lower yourself down towards the mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. And exhale. Notice the knees following the direction of the toes. Inhale up. Your hands can stay wherever they feel comfortable. Prayer is the best, so you're not distracted by your arms. I will use my arms to help you guide the direction of the knees. Exhale, sinking lower, as if you're sitting on an imaginary stool. Inhale up, and exhale down. Keep at it here. Do this 5 more times, and I would invite you to not lean forward with the upper body. Keep pressing the upper body back and let the legs do the work. We have activated every single muscle in the legs so far, what we have practiced. So you are ready for this. Sinking lower, keeping the upper body nice and straight, and letting the legs do the work here. Exhale, release. Inhale, up. If you think you can go all the way down into your wide squat, then you can go all the way down, but not sitting on the hips and pressing into the legs, pressing into the feet, lifting up 2 more times. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Wonderful job, everyone. We'll all meet down towards the mat. And for some of us, the ankles can be tight and you're not able to bring down the heels. You're able to stay here on your toes. That's absolutely all right. Stay on your toes. Again, if you have a throw, then grab that throw and slide it under your heels on both sides. You can do that. You can fold it so that the lift is higher. If you have blocks, you can slide the blocks under your hips. Just anything that makes you comfortable. What I want you to focus on is your inner thighs. So you should still feel, no matter what position you're holding, you should still feel the leg muscles, especially the quads, doing the work. Now, sitting on the block or staying or holding your squat, keep the left leg as is. Arms on the inside of the left leg. Stretch the right leg out all the way to the right side. Notice I'm staying on my right heel. So the goal is to be able to stay on the right heel and eventually, if possible, rest the right foot down to the mat and press the outer edges of the right foot into the mat. If this activates Charlie horse in your foot, don't bother about it. Keep the toes pointing up. Focus on the left heel. Visualize a heavy weight pulling the left heel down towards the mat. You're not sitting on your hips. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, gently lower with the upper body. Leg is straight. The more you put the weight into the upper body, the deeper is the stretch in the inner right thigh. So you again will be the judge as to decide how far you're able to go into this posture. Let's pause. Do whatever you're doing. 3 full breaths. Inhale, lift the head up, press into your hands, gently bring the right heel in and spread the left heel out. Same principle on the left side as well. You want to feel, the inside of the left thigh stretching and opening up. The more you push the weight back without falling onto your hips, the deeper will be the stretch for the left leg. Inhale, prepare, and exhale, travel down, lower down with the upper body. Inhale, lift the head up, rest of the body up. And now you can finally sit down on your hips. Good job, everyone. Legs are straight towards the front. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Shoulders and elbows are relaxed. And let's start to tap our feet together. Just tapping the insides of your big toes. Keep tapping. This is activating the nervous system, shifting our default mode from sympathetic nervous system to parasympathetic nervous system, from fight or flight, stressed and anxious nervous system, to rest and restore, healing and restoring the body systems, the body functions. Just keep at it here. Do not let the spine hunch. Keep the spine nice and tall. And when you're ready to release, relax the legs. Now, straighten the right leg out at a 45-degree angle on your mat. And then bring the left foot on the inside of the right thigh. Our goal is to bring the left heel in towards the perineum. Turn the upper body to the right side. Inhale, lift the arms up, reach up. And as you exhale, pull the belly in towards the spine. Holding your breath, travel down. And the moment you get down, resume breathing again. If the hands are, keep breathing, so start breathing again. If the hands are not able to touch the foot, the hands can be on the shins. Focus is on the upper body. Keep bringing the upper body closer toward the leg. Maybe you're 2 feet away from the knee, or wherever you are, maybe the head is touching all the way down to the knee. Wherever you are, your body is still reaping the benefits of the posture. Janu Shirshasana, head to knee posture. So doesn't matter where you are, just breathe into that space, surrender into that space. Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing, holding. Inhale, lift the arms up, head up. Exhale, release the arms by your sides. Switching sides here. Left leg at a 45-degree angle. Right heel in towards the perineum. Right foot on the inside of the left thigh. Turn the upper body to the left leg. Please do not let the left foot fall to one side. We want the left leg active. Toes are pointing up. Heel is moving away from the body. Inhale, lift the arms up, reach up. And exhale, surrender. Trying to come closer towards the left leg. Keep the right side heavy, right hip, right leg, and you start to feel the stretch on the right side of your body. Breathe into that space, allow the body to stretch, expand, and open up. And with each exhalation, finding yourself closer and closer towards the mat. Maybe the leg, maybe the knee, wherever you are. Deep breaths. Keep holding that posture. Keep breathing. Keep surrendering with the upper body. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, release, let go. Bringing the legs together here. Bring the legs together. Lengthen through the spine. Your knees are bent, feet are firmly grounded on the mat. Option to keep holding the back of the legs at all times, or if you like, you can release the arms, and I'll let you know when to release the arms going into Navasana, the boat. But we'll do variation of both here. Lean back, lift the right leg up. Notice my right lower leg is parallel to the ground. So I'm still doing the half of the half boat. Left leg is still on the mat. Right lower leg is lifting up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that. Let's see if you're able to let go of the left as well. So that grip that you're holding, the hands that are holding the back of the right thigh, the thighs, use that grip to pull the belly towards the thighs and the thighs towards the belly. And you will notice how this is strengthening the back muscles, strengthening the core. If you were are able to touch the core, you will notice how engaged those muscles are. Super strong, rock solid. Keep breathing. Who's counting? I forgot to count. 3, 2, 1. Please know you can take a break whenever you like. Or from here, straighten both the legs up towards the ceiling. So again, legs are straight. Keep pulling the chest. Keep pulling the belly towards the thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend both the knees and exhale down. One resting breath. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it all out. Lean back, legs up. Keep pulling the thighs towards the belly towards the thighs. Oh, sorry. We start with just the right leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees and rest them down. One resting breath again. Notice that tingling sensation in the core or in the lower back. Good work. Keep breathing into that space. Inhale, lean back again. Lift the legs up. Option this time to release the arms. Keep holding that position. I'm lowering my arms so you're able to see my legs. Ultimately, we would want the arms to be in line with the legs if possible. Pulling the knees towards the belly towards the knees. Lower legs are parallel to the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, keep the left leg as is, straighten the right leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the right leg, straighten the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the left. Here we go. Both the legs up, no support. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And inhale, lift up. Good job, everyone. Pat yourself on the back. Very well done. Now here, sitting cross-legged again. Just rest your hands on your knees. Lean back with the upper body. And just keep pressing the knees down towards the mat. Deep breaths into the chest. As if you're intentionally trying to open up the lower back. You're trying to separate one vertebrae from the other, extending through the lower back. So just keep pressing the knees down, lengthening through the lower back, breathing into the chest. Now, straightening both the legs out. Left leg stays straight. Bring yourself back to that imagery where we had this imaginary wall in front of our feet, and press that left heel into that imaginary wall. Bend the right knee and bring the right foot to the outside of the left knee. As you do that, our goal is to be able to plant the right foot firmly onto the mat. Try not to fall on the outer edge of the right foot. Rather, plant the right foot firmly into the mat. If you're lifting off from the mat, from the right hip, ground down through that. Shifting the weight equally between the left and the right. Hold that grip. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Now, you can use the left hand and rest it on your left knee, or you can use your left elbow, take it to the outside of the right leg. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Here, as you can see, my right arm is behind me, and I'm still putting some weight of the body into the right hand. This is absolutely all right. You can do that. If, however, you'd like to challenge a little bit more, wrap that back around your back, your hand around your back, trying to reach for the left thigh. Looking over the right shoulder, sitting up tall with the spine. Activate the left leg by pressing into that imaginary wall. Using that left arm to press the right knee more to the left side of your rib cage. Deep breaths into the chest. And exhale, release, let go. Straightening the right leg. Let's repeat that on the other side. Then the left knee and left foot to the outside of the right knee. Again, ground down through the sole of the left foot. Do not just fall on the outer edge. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Right hand can stay on the left knee, pulling the left knee to the right side. Or take the right elbow and use that elbow to press the knee to the right side of the rib cage so that the chest opens up to the left side. Here, you notice I'm putting some weight on my left hand still. If you like to challenge yourself a little bit more, wrap that left arm around your back, reaching for the right thigh, opening the chest to the left. Activate that right leg. Press that right heel into that imaginary wall. Keep opening the chest. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release, let go. Legs are straight. Inhale, lift the arms up, reach up. And as you exhale, pull the belly in towards the spine, lengthen through the spine. Breathe out, fold forward all the way down, reaching towards the legs, and now start breathing, resume breathing again. Your hands can be on your shins, your hands can be on your thighs. It really doesn't matter. The goal is not to reach for the feet. The goal is to bring the chest closer towards the legs. Rather, focus on bringing the belly towards the legs, so that way we don't curve the spine, trying to bring the chest. Keep the spine nice and tall and then travel down so that you find that length in your body, in your upper spine. Take a deep breath in again. Prepare yourself. And as you exhale, find yourself closer towards the legs. Keep holding that. Keep breathing into that space. Inhale, head up. Now rest of the spine with the arms up. Exhale, release the arms down by your sides. Paschimottanasana. Now we go into Purvottanasana. So when you're ready, send the arms behind your back, fingers pointing towards the hips. We will start with half of Purvottanasana, doing an easier variation. If it's part of your practice to go into the full Purvottanasana and you're familiar with it, you can go ahead and do that. For others, I will do the half first, and then we'll do this one more time, going into the full expression, so you can choose what works for you today. Fingers are pointing towards the hips, hands are slightly further away from the shoulders, going into half or Ardha Purvottanasana. Bend one knee to rest one foot next to the other knee. Now, bring the other foot as well next to the first one, pressing into the hands. Inhale, lift the hips up, drawing a straight line from the knees to the hips to the shoulders. Keep pressing the earth away with your hands. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Visualize someone's pulling your knees towards the front. Gaze is up. If your neck allows, you can let the head hang towards the back, trying to see what's happening behind you with your head hanging back. Keep lifting the hips higher up. 5. Keep pressing the earth away with your hands, engaging the chest and the shoulder muscles. 4, 3, 2, chin to the chest first, and now hips to the mat. One resting breath. Press into the hands. This time, you can repeat the same thing we have just done, or you can go into the full expression where both the legs are straight, pressing into the heels, lift the hips up, Purvottanasana, Purna Purvottanasana, and then reaching down with the toes if you like. So trying to touch the toes to the ground, legs are straight, chest is opening up towards the ceiling, hands are pressing into the earth. And if the head allows you to go back, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 1, chin to the chest first, toes up, hips to the ground, and release, let go. Wonderful job, everyone. Let's lay down on our mat. Straighten the left leg out on the mat and bring the right knee in towards the chest. Relax the shoulders flat on the mat. If your hair is in a bun, I would invite you to open your hair so that the bun doesn't come in the way of your neck and your head doesn't feel stable, feels unstable, wobbling from one side to the other. I want your neck to be strong and long on the mat. Head is straight, gaze is up straight towards the ceiling. Left leg again pressing on that imaginary wall. Right knee pressing into the chest. Notice the lower back stretching and opening up. Shoulders and elbows are relaxed. Ardhapanasana, half wind relieving posture. Deep breaths into your belly. Notice that slight pressure on your abdomen, especially on the right side right now. This is a wonderful posture for digestive system and the eliminatory system. So breathe into that space, knowing that you're doing wonderful things to activate the digestive system and the eliminatory system. Keep breathing. And now focus on the lower back, flattening the lower back on the mat as you pull the knee towards the chest. Release that bind from the shin and just rest the left hand on the right knee. With that left hand, guide the right knee all the way to the left side. If the right knee does not touch the mat, then you can grab a cushion and slide that cushion under your right knee. Left leg is still straight on the mat. And you may even hear a pop or two in the lower back as the spine just adjusts to its normal curvature. It's a wonderful posture for the health of your spine, especially the lower spine. You can use your left hand to gently keep the right knee pressed down towards the mat. In order to be able to speak to you, my head is turned towards the left side, but your head should be turned towards the right side. Straighten the right arm in line with the right shoulder and turn the head to the right side as well. Use that left hand to gently press the right knee down towards the mat, trying to flatten the chest on the mat and especially focusing on the right shoulder. Right shoulder on the mat, right arm on the mat, and pressing the right knee to the mat towards the left side. Jatara Parivartan Asana here, twisting the abdomen, igniting the digestive fire, stoking the digestive fire here. So again, working on the digestive system and really allowing the body to digest the food better. The Western philosophy is you are what you eat. The Eastern philosophy is you are what you digest. So this is helping us really digest our food better, really absorb all those wonderful nutrients right now from our diet. Now, find the front of the left thigh and see if you can place the right foot on the front of the left thigh. Going into here, swastika asana, bending the left knee, reach for the left foot. As you bend the left knee, bring the left foot closer toward the right hip. With your right hand, reach for the left foot. This bind may be possible for some of us, may not be possible for others. So you be the judge. You can just let go and not listen to the second half of the instructions. Let me repeat that once again. So here, We are starting from Jatara, where the right knee is towards the mat and left leg is straight. Bend the left knee so that the left foot comes closer toward your hips. With your right hand, reach for the left foot and see if you can find that bind. You can go into that bind, holding the left foot with the right hand. Right shoulder flat on the mat, gaze up towards the ceiling or to the right side. Complete surrender. Your goal here is to allow every single muscle in your body to just become soft, melt into the mat. This is not an easy task. It will require a lot of focus and concentration, but you can do it. For you are the only one who can give permission to your body to release and surrender. Give permission to your body to release and surrender in this moment so your body can reap all the benefits of this wonderful posture. Notice how the hips, how the lower back, the back of your legs are opening up. Notice how wonderful it feels in the shoulders, neck, and the upper spine. How relaxing it is for the nervous system. How wonderful it is for the digestive system. And all of this happening as you're trying to take deep breaths and surrender through the muscles, letting the skeleton system become heavy, just releasing into the mat. Release the bind, straightening the left leg on the mat, right arm straight, lift the right knee up, and straighten the right leg on the mat. Take a couple of breaths here, just lying down flat on your mat, not doing anything. Notice the right side and the left side. How does the right side feel and how does the left side feel? Just observe that, no right or wrong answer. I just want you to notice your body. Become aware of these subtle changes. Activate the legs again, this time bringing the left knee in towards the chest. You may have to jiggle or wiggle so that the lower back becomes flat on the mat. For some of us, this is a big challenge. So bring the left knee in towards the chest, relax the shoulders on the mat, flattening the lower back on the mat. Press that imaginary wall away with the right heel, squeezing the left knee in towards the chest. Shoulders and hips are heavy, deep breaths. Notice that slight pressure on the left side now. Ardha half in relieving posture on the right side. Left side. Guiding that left knee with the right hand all the way to the right side, straightening that left arm on the mat, and using that right hand to pull the left knee down towards the mat. Stay here. Notice the back opening up. Now, this side may feel a little bit different from the right side, maybe more open, maybe more restricted. And try not to judge the body here. Let just the body be where it is and accept the body and meet the body where it is today. The gaze can turn towards the left side, left arm, left shoulder straight on the mat, left knee trying to touch the ground on the right side. Locate the front of the right thigh and see if you can place the left foot on the right thigh. Now, bend the right leg, bringing the right foot closer toward the hip. With your left hand, reach for the right foot, going into that bind here, keeping the left knee heavy towards the right side and keeping the left shoulder heavy towards the left side. The neck can stay turned toward the left. Again, same thing. You have to give permission to your body to surrender here. Noticing the rib cage open up as you breathe in and out. Noticing the pelvis move away from the rib cage as you try to breathe deeply into the belly, into the chest. Head is heavy, pulling down towards the mat. Just a few more deep breaths here. We're coming towards the end of the class. Just one more posture and then we get to rest in our meditation, in our Savasana. Trying to hold the left side for as long as we held the right side. Just deep breaths here. softening the muscles, softening the skeletal system, calming the nervous system down here. Gently release the right leg straight on the mat. Lift the left knee up and straighten the left leg on the mat. Again, a couple of resting breaths. Legs are straight on the mat. Again, notice the left and the right side. This time, bending both the knees. Separate your feet as wide as your mat is. If you're not practicing on a mat, then separate your feet wider than your hips are. Knees are away from each other, but the feet are wider than the knees are. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, let the right, I will start from the left side so it's easier for you to see. Let the left knee fall towards the right foot. Inhale, lift the left knee up. Exhale, right knee down towards the left foot. Inhale up, left knee down towards the right foot. So here, as if your legs are the windshield wipers of your car, just go sway from one side to the other. And notice how it is stretching the glutes, stretching the lower back, stretching maybe you feel the back of the thigh, the top of the thigh, stretching and expanding. Connective tissue is engaged here. We cannot stretch the connective tissue, but you feel that slight tension in them. Keep swaying from one side to the other. And with each repetition, finding the lower back just completely melting into the mat. This discomfort that you experienced at the beginning of the class is no more there. Bringing the knees up, this time both the feet up towards the ceiling. Hold the big toes with your first two fingers. Separate the knees away from each other. Anand Balasana, the happy baby. So sway from side to side, rock from side to side. Toes or the soles of your feet are pointing up towards the ceiling. With the grip of your hands, we're gently pulling the feet down so that the knees try to come closer towards the mat. Keep holding, keep breathing. If swaying feels good, sway from one side to the other, and you start to feel it in your inner thighs, the front of your thighs as well. This is a wonderful stretch. Keep the tailbone on the mat, keep the lower back pressed down towards the mat. Shins are parallel to the ground, shoulders and arms heavy, pulling down towards the ground. Smile like a happy baby. Visualize a happy baby. See yourself as a happy baby. Can you visualize? Can you see yourself as a child, as a baby, as an infant? Picture yourself here, just goo goo gaga in here, and smiling, rocking from one side to the other, really enjoying this. And finally, straighten the legs out on the mat. Lay down flat on your mat. Maybe you will hear your spine, your pelvis adjust here. I will lift up as I will guide you through the meditation, through the Savasana, but you stay laying down on your mat flat. If in this moment you like to turn off the lights in your room, then this is a good opportunity. Take a moment to put your socks on, maybe cover yourself with a blanket, turn off the lights or dim your lights in your room. Prepare yourself for this final resting posture, Shavasana, and lay down on your mat. I'll give you a moment or two to be able to do that. Final 10 to 12 minutes of the practice of the class, so stay with me. Now that you're ready, spread the legs out wide. Spread the arms out wide by your sides as well. Close your eyes. Let the toes fall on either side. Shoulders are relaxed and palms are turning up towards the ceiling, a gesture of receiving. Shoulders are moving away from the ears. Eyelids are heavy. The tongue is soft in your mouth. Through the postures we have prepared the body, let's take this journey inward, go deeper towards the heart, that spiritual heart that we started the class with. Visualize yourself here being covered with a blanket. depending upon what you need. Maybe this blanket is warm, or maybe this blanket is cold. Slowly, the blanket covers your toes, the left and the right, and the toes surrender completely. Now the blanket rises up towards the arches of your feet and your ankles. The arches and the ankles surrender completely. Continue to gently, mindfully, through the mind's eye, pull the blanket higher up towards the shins. Surrender through the left shin and the right. Cover your knees, the left and the right. Cover your thighs, the left and the right. Ground down through the pelvis, just completely allowing the heaviness of the pelvis to melt into the ground. This blanket is cocooning the pelvis and the belly. The belly surrenders, the breath is able to enter the body freely. You feel surrender through the lower and middle back. The chest becomes heavy, the shoulders are heavy, surrendering into the ground. Arms all the way down to the fingertips surrender as well. Now, the upper back, the neck surrenders into the ground too. The collarbones feel open and expanded. The neck feels open. Facial muscles relaxed. Letting go of that frown from the brows and the forehead. Relaxing the head all the way up to the crown of the head, completely at ease. You are ready. The body is ready. Start to see yourself present in this space of vast, wide openness, where nothing exists except you in the form of awareness, not the physical self, your true self, your awareness. See yourself in this vast open space, present as your awareness, your essence, your soul. As far as the eye can see, it's open. You feel the vastness. You become one with this vastness, this expansiveness. You are the center of consciousness in this moment, just watching, just observing. The soul suddenly feels, this awareness suddenly feels a tug, a pull, and you are drawn towards that. You start to walk towards that. The pull becomes stronger and stronger with each step, and you want to get closer. You start to walk towards that pull. You realize there is a wall between you and this center, this pull, where it is coming from. There is a wall in between. And you want to break this wall because the pull is so strong. So you ask, what is this wall and how can I break it? The wall is the wall of the material world. Today, we take steps to break down the grip of the material world on our soul. So one by one, with your mind's power, start to break this wall. As you start to break this wall, the pull becomes stronger, the soul is drawn more, and you start to walk again towards the center. The soul is happy and excited. And as you come closer, you encounter one more wall. The pull is stronger. The desire to break this wall is even stronger. This wall represents your emotions. Start to break down these walls one at a time. The strong grip of the emotions, how they run, how they control our day to day, disturbing clarity, disturbing the mind. And the wall starts to crumble one brick at a time. You come closer, and the pull is intense now. Yet there is one more wall, and you at this point of time would do anything to get to the center because the pull is so strong. This final wall, closest to the pull, is the wall of your thoughts. Let's break that wall together. One brick at a time, how the thoughts control the narrative in our lives, how they control every single step, how they keep on going in our minds in a loop again and again and again, all day, every day. Let's break that wall. Let's break the shackles of thoughts that control us, enslave us. And now you're seeing finally this wall break, and there is a surge of light and energy. And you realize what was pulling you was your true self, what the divine has created. This is your true home. This is the center. This is the seat of the self. Become one with the seat of the self. Become one with this light, with this energy, with self, with Atma, with soul, with Ruh. Bask in the glory of the self, bask in the glory of the divine, for you are a spark of divinity, himself or herself. Feel this light surge, spread to each and every cell of your being and beyond the physical, spreading, seeping into all layers of your being. And you feel pure joy, you feel pure light. Feel that joy overcome you. Feel that joy envelop you. And stay in this joyous feeling for just a few more breaths. As you lay down on your mat, again bring your hands in Hriday Mudra, right hand on the heart and left hand on top of the right. In the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. I now choose calmly and objectively to see my old patterns, and I'm willing to make changes. I am teachable. I can learn. I am willing to change. I choose to have fun doing this. I choose to react as though as I have found a treasure when I discover something else to release. I see and feel myself changing moment by moment. Thoughts no longer have any power over me. I am the power in the world. I choose to be free. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. Gently bring movement back to the body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bend your knees, bring them in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs and rock from side to side. When you're ready, bend to the right side, still hugging on to the knees, rolled up into a small little ball. We stay here in this fetal position as a reminder that we always have an option to press the restart button in our lives. Inhale, lift up to a seated position. We'll end the class with 3 full breaths together. Sit in any comfortable position that you like. You can keep your eyes closed if you want. Inhale, lifting up, reaching up with the arms, bringing the hands together overhead. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, surrender. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, gratitude. Let's pause here, praying for all those that are in dire need of our prayers all around the world. We will end the class with a peace prayer. You're more than welcome to say this with me. May all beings be happy. May all beings be happy. May all beings be happy. May all my thoughts, all my words, and all my actions contribute in some way to the goodness of others. Thank you so much, everyone. Namaste. Thank you. Yay! Don't forget to subscribe. I need 1,000 subscribers so I can do this from my phone and I don't need the laptop and the whole setup. It'll be so helpful. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I truly, truly appreciate your presence. I feel your power. I feel your presence. And I visualized every one of you as I was practicing. Much blessings, much love to each and every one of you. Thank you. Stay safe out there. Thank you.